Hi, children. Good morning. How are you all? Yes, I'm doing good. Hope you all doing fine. Today, we are going to see the topics of animals and human beings. Almost we have covered the main differences between animals and characteristic of them with human beings. Today we are going to see in total we are going to see the difference between animals and human beings. Shall we move on to today's topic? Yes, here we go. The first difference is movement. So what is movement? How animals and human beings will move from one place to another place. When we take the movement of animals have 4 legs so that they can move from one place to another place in search of food. Next, how do birds move? Birds will move with the use of their wings, so they can fly. So how do birds move? Birds will fly. Fish, as we all know, fish will swim inside the water. So these are the basic movements of animals and birds. So when we see about human being are having 2 legs to walk, and we will move in an upright position. The next difference is about communication. So what is communication? How do we talk with each other? How do we convey things between each other is called as communication. So how do animals and birds communicate? With the help of these sounds. Birds will chirp, dogs bark, lion roars. So there are many sounds in which the animals will communicate. Whereas when we take human beings, we will communicate with different types of languages. For example, English, Tamil, Hindi, Sanskrit, French, Urdu. So there are n number of languages in which the human beings are communicating. So basically everything is based on sounds, but the sounds differs between animals and human beings. The next difference is reproduction. As you all know, animals will give birth to young ones. So when we take birds, so what do? In nest, they will lay eggs. On the contrary, when we take human beings will give birth to young ones, babies. The next is shelter. So what is shelter? Shelter is nothing but it's basically a place where we rest us and where we are safe from our enemies. So few animals will live in their natural environment. So what is natural environment? Yes, you are right. Forest. Yes, that's a type of natural environment where the wild animals will live in. For example, lion lives in den, which is made up of stones Giraffes, where they will live? They live in grasslands. Elephants, under a tree. Monkeys, on the tree. So few animals will live in natural environment, while the other set of animals will live in a place where the shelter is built by human beings. For example, cow lives in shed, horse stable. So these are the shelters which are made by human being. When we take human being, we will build a house and we will live in. So what are the materials we use for building a house? Basically, stones, bricks, cement, sand, water. Of course, water is necessary to bind all these things. So these are the basic materials which are needed to build a home. The next is food. We have already seen what is the food of animals. So there are three types of animals. The animals are classified into three types: herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. So animals which eat only plants, they are called herbivore. Which eat only the flesh of other animals are called carnivore. Animals which eat both plants and animals are called omnivore. So likewise, animals are classified with the type of their food which they consume. The same way, human beings will also eat plants and flesh of other animal. So when we say plants, we are not directly consuming the plant. In some cases, we do consume. In some cases, we will take the fruit and the vegetables from the plants and we will consume from that. And the last difference is animals have both warm blood and cold blood. So there are two types of animals: warm-blooded animals and cold-blooded animals. Whereas if you take human beings are basically only warm-blooded. So the next difference between animals and human being is they will protect their young ones only for a certain time. It means the young one will be protected by the animal, by their mother, only for a small time and not for the long time. A certain time it will take care of their young ones, while we human beings will take care of young ones for a long time. Yes, of course, right from the right to birth till we complete all our studies, and when we are start working and when we are know what is happening in the real world, only then we will get the confidence that we can survive alone without any help. But when you take animals will take care of their young ones only for a small time, for a certain time. The next difference is all the young ones of animal will not be dependable all the time. They will start learning by their own. For example, when we take lion young ones, for some time the mother lion will take care. After some time, the young one will learn the things by their own. But when we take human beings, it will take more time to be independent in life. Without taking help of others, we cannot live. For small things we will be asking. For example, if I give you homework today, definitely you will go to your parents and ask, what of this, mother, how do we do this? So we are dependable on others for more time. So this is the last topic in which we are completing our current lesson, animals and human beings. From next class, we will have a short recap on all the topics and we will do revision sheets to know more on the topics. Students, I have assigned a worksheet for you today. Try to complete by your own and send to your respective class email ID. Thank you, children. Take care, stay safe and do your homeworks on time. Thank you. Bye-bye.